So, am I the asshole for telling a friend that a tattoo on her chest saying Forever Brian's is a deal breaker for most men, even though Brian has since passed away?
Oh, okay. It does change things a little bit.
I have a friend named Ula that is relatively new, as I've only known her for 4 years. She has a tattoo on her chest just below her collarbone that says Forever Brian's. She got it when she was quite young, early 20s, about 15 years ago, when she was engaged to her first love, who unfortunately passed away due to cancer. I don't know the history beyond that, but beyond that, it happened quite quickly, and she got the tattoo after he had passed away. I've been watching her date for about 4 years now. The tattoo has consistently been a sticking point for the 3 or 4 or so guys that I've seen her with. Each one has said it differently, but they've all said that they'd like her to get it removed, or that it makes them uncomfortable enough to leave the relationship when it got serious. Last night, Ula and my wife were having a girls' night together when I was downstairs enjoying some Baldur's Gate 3. They both came down and asked for a guy's opinion, and harassed me until I put the controller down.
Buddy.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
It is so good.
I provided a guy's opinion, but I let them know it might be hurtful. I asked the ladies if they remembered the movie Titanic. They both agreed that they did. I asked them if they remembered what the core theme of the movie was. They both answered that it was a love story between Jack and Rose. So I told Ula, do you know who it wasn't a love story for? Rose's husband. Rose's husband married her, had children with her, stayed married to her for roughly 60 years and grew old together, overcame adversity, and successfully had a long life together. But Rose didn't think of her husband or those memories together when she died 60 years later. She thought of Jack. All of that living that Rose and her husband did together meant little, because in the end, when she passed over, she went to her first love, Jack. I looked at Ula and said, that tattoo is a written confirmation that they're not your forever person, which is fine when you're casually dating, but what you're indirectly asking for when things start to get serious is if they're willing to sign up to be your Rose's husband. Shortly after she passed out on the couch, much to my relief. In hindsight, this should have been a conversation to have while sober. So was I too harsh? Was I an asshole? Even the next morning, she was slowly crying and committing to removing it, which I told her to talk it out with more than just friends and maybe seek out a professional opinion before removing it, but I sure felt like a royal asshole.
I feel like this is your friend having like a booger dangling and you having to tell them, and it's like they're embarrassed, and it's like, I don't want to have to be the person to tell you this. Times like 100 where it's like, I hate to be the person to tell you this. That tattoo just ain't gonna cut it in the dating world.
Did you like that story? Tell me you liked that story, and then go over and listen to the rest of them on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you find your podcasts. That's Judgies Pod.